You got something light you want to talk about?
When do you say I love you to someone?
Oh no. This is an interesting discussion. I feel like Luca would be great here.
Oh shit.
Luca, yeah.
Yeah, he would be a very different point of view.
Luca's very much the person who's like, you can say I love you whenever you want, babe.
Is he really? I think that's very dangerous for someone like him to have.
I don't know. He says I love you quite a lot.
See, when you're a kid, I love you doesn't really have that impact. I'm not saying Luca's a kid, but
yeah, I'm more of a kid, and I do kind of agree.
You don't know about relationships and the power that I love you actually means and what that says. Like, I want this serious relationship to continue, and especially for straight relationships, that means almost marriage. In some cases with certain people, it's like, wow, this boy loves me. And then like other people are like, I love you doesn't mean anything because they're just trying to get into my pants, and they're like, babe, I love you, stuff like that.
Exactly. Some people use it as a strategy and things like that. But I've always been of the persuasion. God, I fucking want to punch myself. I've always not put I love you that big on a pedestal. I've never thoroughly.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah, I think it's just like it's just a word, and it's just a word that is used to express something, like, because I'm the type of person, I misuse words all the time. You know this. You fucking call me out on it. And so for me, like, all words is just a way of conveying an emotion. So as long as I convey my emotion right.
Your emotion is right, but like you're using a word.
Yes, exactly.
Wrong.
That's why a lot of people don't stop me though. Is because like I'm in a ramble.
It's like, wow, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. And like they at least get like the emotion of what I'm saying. But
when you have a communicationer.
Exactly, but like the thought comes across, like the idea comes across, but like it's completely muddled in my wording. So for me, I love you doesn't mean like, the most serious thing. It just means, I care about you and you are an important person. You're a person that I love. It's just like it's giving a little bit of your heart to make someone else happy. But
now, yeah, then the counter argument is if you do that, then you lessen your
the glasses adjustment. It sucks that nobody can see this visually, but like,
okay. Just do an edit. The value of your I love you can be less or more than other people. Mm-hmm. So like, if Luca says I love you to everybody, then the value of his I love you is down. So then you risk that. Is there a sort of balance you have to strike with it? But then
people still like feel something if he says it though. Like there's also like the difference between a friend I love you and like someone you're dating I love you, and like
we should be differentiating that.
Well, yeah.
Definitely.
And I know like when Luca was dating, I don't know, this should be discussed on the podcast.
If you say I love you to a person, they'll freak out. It's the immediate fear and
like even though he says it to everybody, the fact that you're saying it to the person that you're dating or whatever, like, still matters. It's kind of it's annoying, but like it's something to think about, and it's the reason why I hold back my I love yous. I don't even say I love you that much to you. I say it like occasionally.
I told you that at the sleepover. I don't remember the last time I said that. Yeah,
exactly. Like I hold it back because society tells me to hold it back.
I completely forgot that, but that's an excellent thing that we did that actually recently.
Yeah,
I hold it back too, but I won't unnecessarily hold it back. Like, I'm very lucky in my relationship right now. I think I've told someone this, it's very important that both parties know exactly what your relationship is all about. Well, no one really ever knows, but you have a good understanding, I guess. And so, because if you do say I love you, then you ironically will hurt them more than if you didn't.
Yeah, that's the biggest fear, is like saying I love you, and then that induces like pain and trouble in the relationship
down the road.
Yeah.
And so when my mom simply comes up to me, giving me advice offhandedly in some random place and time, and she says, remember, if you take out a girl, remember to always say I love you. You gotta remind them. Or like my dad would say that, and then he practices that with my mother. And I'm like, doesn't that lesson, like, you're just like, I feel like you're selling snake oil to my mom here.
Yeah, exactly. See, I hate that idea of I love you. It's like it's a rope, to bring in the cattle. I wanted to though say like how ironic it is that I love you can be like the most destructive thing in a relationship sometimes. When it's supposed to be just something of joy, and like, so it's just supposed to be like, hey, like I'm happy and I want to tell you that you make me happy.
There's a thing in a TV show where like two characters fuck, and then one of them is trying to convince their friend that the guy actually loves them, and then the character is like, no, he loves me. He said I love you right as he was coming onto my face.
Genius.
It's like, yeah.
It just reminds me of like the Onion video where it's like how to make a guy notice you when you're fucking him.
Oh yes.
Is there a conclusion we can bring the idea of like I love you to?
What is one conclusion I can bring this
number
to?
two.
If you're good to mama, mama's good to you. That's basically what my mom's telling me when I say I love you to your special someone. It's like, no, I want to keep the exchange rate of my I love you high.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to ever not say it. Because I know, I was texting the same guy. I was explaining why I say I love you. And then he was like, I've never said I love you to a single person.
Oh, what? A single?
Oh, no, like a person I've dated or whatever.
Okay. Like I was like holy shit,
Not
wow.
a single person.
Doesn't he love his parents, his friends, his family?
And he's been in a lot of relationships. So I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
You're missing out on something there.